Every night, the boy's father would place a cup filled with water inside the car before his son drove off. He would then instruct his son to drive up the mountain road at high speed without spilling a single drop. The boy, a high school student who delivered tofu, never imagined that this small habit would shape his future. 5 years later, that simple cup of water would give him an edge in a surprising showdown with professional racers. One day, a racer arrived at the gas station where the boy worked part-time. He told the staff that he had lost a race the night before to a car carrying a tofu shop advertisement. The car was an AE86, an older model not known for racing. Everyone was shocked that a delivery vehicle had managed to beat a powerful GTR sports car. They all turned to look at the boy, but he didn't react or even raise his head. He wasn't interested in racing anyone, his only focus had always been delivering tofu quickly. At that moment, he wanted to avoid drawing any attention to himself. The boy came from a family that ran a small tofu shop in the mountains. Each night, he helped his father by delivering fresh tofu to customers before sunrise. In the early hours, the winding roads of Mount Akina were empty except for the occasional car drifting through the turns. These famous mountain curves had ended the dreams of many who tried to race on them. But they never stopped the tofu delivery boy, no matter how difficult the turn. He kept his speed steady and never hesitated. Over the years, he had driven that route so many times he knew every inch of it. When he first started, the trip took him an hour to complete. Now, he could finish the same route in less than 5 minutes. Even the most dangerous section of 5 sharp turns in a row didn't slow him down. He was so skilled, he could take them with one hand on the steering wheel. In all those years, he never had an accident until one particular night. He rushed home in a panic because he needed to use the bathroom. In the process, he hit a bump and the tofu in the back got damaged. His father was furious and gave him a serious lecture. From that moment on, the father began placing a full cup of water in the car each night. He told his son to drive quickly without letting the water spill, teaching him balance and control. That was when the boy truly learned how to take sharp corners smoothly. Still, to anyone watching, he seemed like a teenager who had just passed his driving test. One night, while rushing to complete a delivery, he overtook a GTR that was ahead of him. As their paths crossed, the GTR driver was stunned by what he saw. He couldn't believe a basic Toyota Corolla had just flown past him with such ease. The next day, the same racer showed up at the gas station to find out who was behind the wheel. He challenged the station owner to a race, thinking only a true legend could have beaten him. Everyone at the station assumed the owner must be the mysterious driver. The boy didn't speak up. He was afraid his father would find out and scold him. Only the owner of the gas station knew the truth about the boy's family background. Years ago, the boy's father had been a legendary racer before leaving the scene to raise his son. After his wife left, the father dedicated his life to caring for the boy alone. The gas station owner assumed the father had been driving the AE86 again and went to their home to confirm. But instead of being angry, the father did something unexpected. He handed his son the keys and told him to take the challenge. On the day of the race, Mount Akina was completely closed off for the event. The racer waited anxiously for the legendary AE86 to arrive. But nothing could prepare him for what happened next. When the window rolled down, it wasn't the old master behind the wheel, it was the boy.